Hey y'all, happy Monday. I hope everybody is doing well. Today is the first full moon of 2025. The moon is in Cancer. I am also a Cancer moon baby. I was born at a new moon in Cancer at 44 degrees. And I'm excited to dig into today's message. We're going to be doing full moon messages and seeing what messages want to come through for us in regards to the full moon. Full moons represent a time where the sun is directly across from the moon, and so the moon is completely illuminated, and it is said to be in its most powerful phase during the full moon. And new moons, which is the beginning of a cycle, represents the start of something, new beginnings, and full moons represents the culmination of a cycle. So you can kind of think of the full moon as the completion of a 30-day cycle. Okay, so this is our first full moon of the year. So what we're starting with is just pulling a few cards, and the first two cards that I got were Connection and Peace of the Goddess, which go perfectly with Cancer moon, because Cancer moon, the moon is ruled by Cancer, and the full moon in Cancer represents a time where we are seeking care within ourselves. Cancer represents the mother, it represents ancestry, all things related to the fourth house. So literally homes, nurturing, peace, which is perfect for this card, the Peace of the Goddess, inner peace, because a lot of us are seeking peace within ourselves as we move into this new year, and we're also looking to connect more with others. And Cancer also represents collective care, and a lot of us are rallying together to support those that have lost their homes in the devastating fires in LA, whether it be through coming together by donating to funds to support people that have lost their houses, to support people that are struggling with the current devastation that's happening in California. And so this collective care is something that, as we are breaking down these structures that haven't been working for us, as we are moving into a new phase in regards to our government, we are leaning more into our relationship with community, our relationship with each other, our relationship with collective care, with self-care, with taking care, and making sure that despite whatever systems are set in place, that we the people are able to rally together to support those who are in need of our support. Okay, and so this is something that is highlighted with the full moon in Cancer. And so this card, Connection, has all these cute little penguins together. I am connected to the multitudes, and I can access their support at any time. Even a stranger offers a sense of comfort when they smile at me or make a dumb comment about the weather. Everyone is waiting to connect. All I need to do is open myself up and pay attention. Note to self, work on witty banter about weather-related stuff. Okay, so, oh my god, my nose just started itching so bad. And there are these, there's a lot happening all at once. I'm gonna turn the jazz down. There's also outside, I don't know if you can hear, but there's, I live right next to some stores, and the dumpsters are being cleared by the garbage truck, and so it's really loud, and it sounds like banging. And then there's also these crows, which are like vulture size, that are like standing on the building right outside. And it caught my attention earlier because it's a mass like murder. I'm assuming it's something terrible is happening over there with those crows. But I'm not sure how that relates to this reading, but I'm sure it relates somehow. we might be feeling a lot of, oh my god, I'm struggling so bad. I'm gonna take my nose ring out and I'm gonna turn the jazz down because it's a lot. Okay, I'm back. I rarely get a sense of overwhelm within these readings, so that was crazy. It was like sensory overload, and that might be something that people are experiencing because this full moon brings a lot of emotionality. Like anything that you've been holding on to that you might not have been ready to process, those things might be coming up to the surface now to be healed and to be worked through because Cancer represents emotions, right? The moon represents emotions, and emotions are always flowing, right? Always kind of doing their own thing. And so you might be feeling a sense of overwhelm, and this sense of overwhelm might even be in regards to where you fit in this community care, where you fit in regards to the collective and your community, and what is your community. Like you might be asking yourself now like what your community looks like, if you have a community, if you feel aligned with your community. This is something that I feel like we're going to be being asked. And so this card wanted to come out, karmic relationship. Okay, so for someone, karmic relationships represent a type of soul connection that we have, and karmic relationships are people, places, things that come into our lives in order to teach us a lesson, a karmic lesson. And then once that lesson is learned, that relationship or job or location or community falls apart, okay? And you can have karmic relationships with literally any and everything, but it's just like once the lesson is learned, or there comes karmic relationships come with a big lesson that is to be learned, a big karmic lesson. And so a big karmic lesson, I feel like what's coming up for me right now is that for a lot of us, a big karmic lesson that we are learning is how to not look to these structures, not look to the government in order to tell us what it is that we should be doing, how it is that we should be moving. Like we have a karmic relationship, I feel, with this country, and there are a lot of us that are shifting into these modes of independence and shifting into these spaces of understanding like, okay, I've been operating under these structures and under these foundations for a while, but it has not been serving me in the way that I know I need to be served. And so a lot of us are finding ways to cut ties in one way or another with these structures within ourselves and on a bigger, more collective level. And so you might be somebody that is dealing with a karmic relationship, whether it be a romantic relationship, a platonic relationship, a familial relationship. But what I'm getting with this piece of the goddess card and this connection card is that you might be on this journey of finding this inner peace, and this inner peace might come once this karmic relationship has been cut from your life. I have to admit, I'm feeling a little wonky. I want clarification on this karmic relationship. Okay, we got energetic upgrades, a new way of being, integration. So there's an awakening that you may be having in regards to the things in your life that you're ready to do away with in order to lean into this inner peace and to attract in and align with community that is going to provide you with the type of connection that allows you to sustain this inner peace. So you might be in a space of chaos. So for some of you, there might be people, places, things that need to be cut out of your life, but I'm getting that it might be something that is surprising you. There's something coming up around taking the time to cut things out temporarily as a way to test and see what things are taking up the most of your energy. Because there might be things, I'm getting that there might be things like blind spots in your life that are taking a lot of energy that may have almost gone under the radar. And what I'm getting right now from someone's guides is to start to temporarily cut certain things out of your life or remove yourself from certain situations. And this doesn't have to be for a long time, but removing yourself from situations and just seeing how your energy shifts in order for you to have a better understanding and a clearer view of the things in your life that are giving to you positively, energetically, and things in your life that are taking from you. It's crazy too, because that message felt difficult to come through. It was weird. I literally paused the video because like it's almost like that message had to come through. That message is really important for somebody, and it felt difficult coming through. It was weird. I don't even know how to explain it. I don't know. I haven't had that feeling a lot. That was really weird. And I have to admit, like, I'm a Cancer moon person, so this full moon is hitting me. But I think there's a lot of information coming up, but it feels dense. Like these messages feel heavy, but not like negative heavy, just like important. Like somebody's guides really want them to hear this. That's just what I'm getting right now. I don't often get that feeling when doing readings, but somebody's guides really wants them to take time to be a scientist almost and see. Okay, so this was upside down, but this is thief. The shadow attribute of a thief: stealing money, creative ideas, affection, or other powers you think you lack. Ooh, okay, give me a second. I'm not getting this energy, this thief energy. I'm not getting this thief energy from you. I'm getting that there is somebody in your life that is taking from you, but you can't see it that well. Like it's real subtle. This is deep. This is deep. I don't always get this feeling of like this is important, but like somebody's guys, like this message is like serious for somebody. There is somebody in your life that is taking from you in a way that is almost invisible. It's very slight, but it's impacting you in ways that you will come to realize, but you have yet to realize. So this might not be the only message, but I'm really feeling like a big part of this reading was for this particular message. take time to yourself to meditate, to write, to journal, and be strategic in the ways that you cut certain things or certain people, take time from certain things, certain people, certain environments, so that you can be aware of how those things are impacting your energy, and be on the lookout for, okay, say if you cut something from your life, right? Or you temporarily take a step back from somebody. Depending on what happens within your energy and the way that your energy shifts, listening to those gut feelings will lead you closer to figuring out who is taking from your life. And this might not be an intentional thing. Like, this might not be a person that's like intentionally like, oh, I'm gonna rob them of all their, like, but like, whether it be energetically, and I'm gonna read the shadow attributes again: stealing money, creative ideas, affection, or powers you think you lack. That is the shadow attribute of a thief. And sometimes we give our power away to people who know and are fully aware of the fact that you are giving your power to them, but they are willingly taking it and just, and a part of that is a part of human nature, is that there are a lot of people in this world who, if you allow them to take advantage of you, they just will. Right? Even if they're aware of what's happening, there are a lot of people who will do that. And this is very specific for somebody, but there is somebody or something in your life that is taking from you. And once you go through this process of temporarily disconnecting yourself from things in order to see how your energy shifts, this is going to really help you to really understand and tap into how much energy you've been giving away, so that you can retrieve that energy back, because that energy is needed in order for you to take this leap into the next phase of your life. It's like an energy leak. It's like when a car is like dripping shit, whatever cars drip. I don't know what cars drip, but it's, the car is dripping something. Transmission fluid, brake fluid, and it's subtle, like you barely notice it, but the car, your engine is getting a little it's gonna need some maintenance, because all this energy, all this shit has been leaking out, but it's been kind of going under the radar. I hope this makes sense. That's deep. That's real deep. I'm gonna pull another card. Okay, we got patience. Let me tell you something. This is a message for somebody. Okay, patience. Congratulations, you've been granted more patience. You may start using it right away or much, much later. Waiting a long time is the sort of option now afforded to you by greater patience. Can you believe it? Look at this. You're still reading and you haven't started getting annoyed yet. Imagine how this patience will transform your life. Imagine how easy it will be to go to the post office. All right, so patience. Patience is going to be required as you start to cut these things out of your life. Patience is going to be required as you go into scientist mode. My nose, oh my God, I want to take my nose off right now. Oh! Patience is going to be required as you become this detective, become this scientist, right? And start to take things, remove things slowly, one by one, so that you can see how they're impacting you. It's like when people go do that test, when they are trying to figure out if they're allergic to something, they go to the doctor and they slowly start to remove things and put things back into their diet so they can see how their body reacts to it. This takes a long time to figure out, what your allergies are. If you're allergic to gluten, if you're allergic to fruit, if you're allergic to, I don't know, meat, right? Like, it's going to take a while in order for this process to happen, but know that giving yourself the time and the space to actually process this process will be exactly what you need to be able to see more clearly what is taking your energy and how to get it back. Okay? How to retrieve the power that you've been giving away unknowingly. And then this is deep because I don't know. Let's see. I'm gonna come off of this message for a minute. Let's move into a new one and see if there's anything else that wants to come up. As y'all can see, whatever. Let me tell you, this full moon is full mooning me. This is my water in a wine glass because I'm a Cancer moon. The moon is in Cancer, and this is the vibe, you know. The moon is in my second house. It's the house of Taurus, the house of luxury. We're drinking water out of a wine glass. I think this is a water. I just recently learned about the different types of like wine glasses. Look at that water. This is how the moon is today. This is how people are feeling today, with the moon in Cancer, with the full moon in Cancer. We're being asked to really allow ourselves to sit in that water energy. Water energy is emotions, right? The moon is ruled by Cancer because Cancer is ruled by the moon because the moon represents our emotions. Let me tell y'all something. I'm like slightly going off the deep end. Not like in a bad way, but like I'm very watery today. There are days where I'm more watery than others. And when I say watery, what I mean is just like there's a bit less clarity within me. And there's nothing wrong with that. But I don't know what I was just talking about. But we did get the Council of Light card. Divine orchestration, helpers in the subtle realms. You have a council of ancestors that have your back. And I don't know which one of y'all manifested this last message, but they just want to let you know that as you are moving through this pruning process, you are not alone. You have the subtle helpers and they're coming out the throne. They looking at you and they looking. Okay, let me tell you something. I'm in rare form today. I'm gonna pull one more card and then I'm gonna go. I don't know why this last message just really took me out, but oh my god. Okay, and then we have we won't end on this note. I'll pull an affirmation card, but we got the death card. And Morana, goddess of death, is asking, what kind of metaphorical death are you currently experiencing, right? So let me tell you something. There's gonna be some things being cut out. This is metaphorical death. Don't be scared. This is not that. This is asking what types of metaphorical deaths will be taking place in your life. And it really feels as though as you are going through this process of figuring out where this energy leak is coming from, a lot of things are going to have to go. A lot of things are going to have to go. Whether it be, you know, a relationship, other people, aspects of yourself, a job, a place that you live, like this full moon is asking us to release. And metaphorical deaths, that's what a metaphorical death is, releasing. It's the releasing. The releasing of things that just aren't doing the thing. I'm going to get a confirmation card for this. What metaphorical death can we be experiencing right now or on the lookout for right now? Also, like, I'm really bad at doing this thing with the cards. Somebody's calling me. I get a spam from Detroit, a spam number from Detroit every 5 seconds. Okay, then we have boundaries. That's a great card to end on, right? Where do you need to establish better boundaries? So establishing these boundaries is going to help you to figure out where this energy leak is happening. That's exactly what we're talking about, is establishing these boundaries, right? And some of these boundaries might be temporary. Some of these boundaries might be, you might establish some new boundaries and then find, okay, this is a boundary that I need to keep up with this person, place, or thing in order for me to hold on to all of my energy, in order for me to not give my power away, in order for me to move into this awakening. My guides are hold on, there's a correction in what I just said. The awakening is going to happen anyway. The awakening is already happening, right? You don't need to do anything for the awakening. The awakening is going to happen. As you are going through this awakening, you will start to figure out what things are falling away and what boundaries you need to put up in order for you to hold on to your energy. I think the biggest message for this whole full moon reading is, like, if I had to give like one takeaway, it would be that your energy is sacred and you're going to need all of it for the next phase of your personal journey and for the next phase in this massive collective journey that we're about to go on. There are lots of shifts that are slowly happening. They're happening, and as we are moving through those, we're gonna need all our shit. We're gonna need anything you've been giving away willy-nilly or even unintentionally. Like, you get to call all that shit back. And now I'm bleeding. Like, this shit has gotten really out of control. This shit's gotten really out of control over here. I'm over here like going through it, but this message is not just for you guys. This message is for me too, right? So I'm processing this in real time. Boundaries, guys. We're gonna need. Okay, 2 cards just came out. Biblical and Farm. These are past life cards that might be relevant to somebody. That could have very well just been an accident. Sometimes cards just come out and it feels like, I don't know. But it doesn't feel like that was a total accident. Like, somebody might have... what I'm doing with these is that I'm trying to get to a point where something just falls out on its own. Typically, I just grab it because I trust my intuition enough to just grab the card, right? But I've been trying to see what it looks like when I allow the cards to just fall by themselves, and they don't. So I'm gonna keep picking them because that's what's working. All right, no need to do. That's what we're ending on, because clearly I need to get my life together. No need to do. I don't need to get my life together. My life is together. This is where I am, and this is where I'll be for now, and that's okay. No need to do. I am exactly where I need to be. Exactly where I need to be. There is a massive crow murder happening right outside my window. I am distracted. I'm distracted. There's like 10 of them boys. I don't know who they eating, but it's not good. No need to do. I am exactly where I need to be. Exactly when I need to be. There's nothing more I need to do. I mean, yes, there will always be laundry and taxes, but in terms of my life's path, I don't need to do anything because I am already here. I take a deep breath, relax, and trust. And then do laundry. That's what we're ending on. No need to do. Even though we just talked about a lot of things to do. Listen, it's not even a lot. It seems like it's a lot, but it's not. It's just it's setting down boundaries. Start there, right? Listen to yourself, listen to your intuition. That's what the full moon is all about. The full moon in Cancer is about connecting to your emotions and listening to your intuition. And you can start by checking in to how people and things and places make you feel, and then setting boundaries. My phone's about to die because I'm a Gemini. Setting down boundaries and then seeing how those boundaries shift your reality. Seeing how much power you call back to yourself by putting down these boundaries, by allowing these metaphorical deaths to happen. Because we can't be letting people just take our power like that. We can't. Because we're going to need it. We're going to need all our energy. We're going to need all our power. We're going to need everything. Everything that belongs to us, we're going to need it. Because we moving into some shit. I hope you guys have a great week. I'm going to go take a bubble bath or something. And rest my mind on this here full moon. I hope you guys have an amazing week, and I will talk to you on Monday.